Welcome to wisdomoflearning.com. In this video, we're going to show you some brief instructions on how to get the most benefit from this program in the least amount of time. First, take a look around, begin to get familiar with how the buttons click and where it can take you. When you're done, go to Get Started Now and click. This takes you to a very brief assessment that will give you a wealth of information right away about how to use this program and begin to benefit immediately. Go through each chapter, answer the questions, and when you're through, click Save, and so on as you move through the assessment. When you're done with the assessment on the last chapter, it will take you to My Progress section. This page has a wealth of information that you can quickly scan. For example, in the top line with the graphs, you can see that this student, based on the assessment, has a variety of really outstanding study skills. However, you can see that one of their weaker areas is time scheduling. You can get to that chapter, in this case, by clicking on Time Scheduling. The chapter opens immediately. One thing I wanted to show you about the chapters is that there's some information up here about the value of this topic and how it could be helpful to you. Videos about real life stories of outstanding students that have used these skills for their success. And at the bottom of every chapter, there's an assessment section. And one of the most important things in every chapter you'll find located right here is called the learning plan. The learning plan's laid out with a 3-day pathway. Click on day 1, and it shows you some very important step-by-step approaches to really not just learn information about time scheduling, but also incorporate time scheduling into your academic life. When you're through, go back to the My Progress section and identify a next area that might be the most helpful for you to move ahead. We believe the first step is usually to strengthen your study skills and then take a look at your confidence levels. When you enter Overcoming Anxiety, begin with the first chapter, and they're laid in a 1, 2, 3 step process, so we encourage you to start at the beginning in this section. And as always, click on the learning plan and follow that pathway. If you choose to accelerate your time and try to get through this in a quicker period of time than the 3 days that we've allotted, that's fine, but it might give you 3 different steps, even if you use those steps in 1 day. When you're through with any section, or even periodically, we encourage people to once a week go back to the My Progress section and reassess. When you click on the reassess, you'll see how your scores are changing. Well, that's the intro to Wisdom of Learning. Congratulations for having the willingness to improve your learning skills and really make academic performance easier and more effective.